Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So with the Great North Run being 3 weeks away, it's almost crunch time. I thought I'd do a couple of videos building up to the Great North Run itself. So I'm going to relive two of the Great North Runs that I've run. I've only ran two ever, and that was 2014 and 2015. I do have a video coming out a week before the Great North Run. It's just to give you some tips and advice on what to expect on the day. Hopefully it'll help you out a little bit. So that's due to drop obviously a week before the Great North Run, so keep an eye on for that. So click on the notifications tab for YouTube, or keep an eye out on my social media channels, which you can find below. So yeah, 2014, the Great North Run was my first ever Great North Run. I've got the t-shirt here, and as you can see, it was the millionth finisher, so the millionth participant of the Great North Run crossed the line, and I think the person did it in 3 hours, roughly 3.5. I can't remember, I was too busy crashed in the middle of a charity tent. I'll tell you what I got for my time eventually, but I'll just run through the build-up of the race. So first things first, the night before, I went to go and see the City Games at Gateshead in the Quayside, which was great, a fantastic distraction. So if you're there, I'd highly recommend it. I tried to stay off my feet for as long as possible. I enjoyed the race, got to see Andy Turner's last race ever, which was quite cool. Then I went home, had pasta, chilled out, tried to keep loose, not to sit down for too long. And then when my body started to get tired, I went to bed. Not that it made any difference, I just didn't sleep at all. I must have got about 3-4 hours sleep in total. I kept having like weird dreams, like the close the Tyne Bridge, or the Tyne Bridge had like just fell apart before the Great North Run and I couldn't cross it. It was just really crazy, like daft dreams like that. I remember one dream where I was just like running, and no matter how quick I tried to run, everyone was just passing me. It's mental how the brain thinks when you've got like a big event coming up. It just absolutely mind you. I didn't mean to swear there, sorry. So yeah, on the day of the Great North Run, got up, got changed, had a shower. Don't know why, but I had a shower, wake myself up a little bit. Somehow had breakfast of, I think it was peanut butter, jam, and banana spread on toast with orange and a glass of water. A foam roll, listened to an inspirational playlist, then got in the metro and headed towards Haymarket. Met Emma, give her a quick kiss, told her I love her, and I said I'll see you at the 3 mile point if I'm in one piece. I said that jokingly. I should never have said that. The poor girl must have been beside herself when I said that. So yeah, got the start line. I was almost late because I just got my timings all mixed up. So I warmed up late, went to the toilet late, and then got the pen. I had to wait outside the pen because I missed the closing point. When the race started, I eventually got going. And once I crossed the start line, it was just, that's when it got real. I forgot to start my watch almost. I didn't have a Garmin then, so I had to use like a sports watch, and I forgot to start it almost. So the occasion just got to me straight away. I ran the first mile in, I think it was 9 minutes, which was miles off from what I've been doing in training. I think I ran about 7:55 minutes per mile, and I was way off. So that was possibly because of the human traffic I was with. I did pass Tony the Fridge, who's doing like 100 runs in 100 days, with the Great North Run being the last run. So Tony, keep up the good work, buddy. You're doing a fantastic thing there. So yeah, past Tony, went over the Tyne Bridge. I missed the red hours at this point because I was miles behind, and I was just feeling my way through the crowds, and I felt good, felt really strong. Got to mile 3 and I saw Emma, and it was like the Popeye and spinach moment where as soon as I seen them, that was me kick, and I just seen them and waved them and said I was okay. And I did like a heart gesture just to make sure that I'm okay. Yeah, got the mile 3, got the water, everything was fine until about the 10k point, where this is when people just started to slow down a little bit, and I think I spent more of my time weaving in and out of crowds and slower runners. It's expected at races, particularly mass participation events like this. It was expected, but I didn't know then. So now I know. I didn't know then. It was all part of the experience. So I got a 10k, got another drink, doused myself just to keep cool, and have a quick drink to keep hydrated. Saw a few friends along the way. Got to the John Mead Road. That was fine. You know, all to mile 10 I felt great. Like nothing deterred me at all. And then I got to the point where I was trying to look for my dad and my family, and I couldn't see them. And I got a bit anxious and a bit stressed. And I was loitering for about a minute, minute and a half, and I thought, I'm going to have to bite the bullet. I'm going to have to just go. I'll have to catch up with them later. So that played with my head a little bit. I felt like, I think, oh, bollocks, I've not seen them. What am I going to do? I just had to carry on. Got to the nuke, felt fine, felt fantastic. But that tiny little hill leading up to the Marsden Bank nearly finished me off. But luckily I had the strength in my legs to just crack on and finish the race. Over the Marsden Bank, down the bank, which I felt I took that really, really well. People saying it's the hardest part of the course. I loved it. I love going downhill. Just like lean back and let your legs do all the work. It was quality. I loved it. Turn around the corner and then I seen the last mile. And no matter how close it felt I was getting to the mile, it just seemed to get further and further and further away. And yeah, this is where I was getting tired now. I was ready to finish. I was ready to just, call it quits and just enjoy the Great North Run and just finish it. I just wanted to finish it there and then. Saw more friends along the way. I saw my family on the Blackberry Hill section, but bless me mum missed us and saw the back of me head, so I missed her that occasion, bless her. And then I got to the point where I was about 200 metres, 150 metres to go, and I put my foot down because it was like 157, 158 to go, and just as I hit the bank to hit the finish line, I have no idea how I had energy to just run as quick as I did, but it just like things just went into slow motion, like in a Rocky film when he gets clocked and everything just slows down, and when you see that inspirational film and something happens and just everything just slows down. That's what it was like. It was like a Matrix moment where just everyone was just clapping really, really slowly, and I don't know, I can't, it must have been about 10 seconds if that, of that happening, and it was like, oh my god, I'm finishing the Great North Run. Like, this is it. Try and enjoy it. Savour it. And it was like, it's crazy. I heard Steve Cram in my head saying, he's digging deep. He's not, I can't remember, I think it was like, he's digging deep. He's not far to go now. Watch the clock. Watch the clock. I don't know why I thought that. And then I crossed the line, it ended and I crossed the line. I threw myself across the line almost. And the ushers were like, slow down, stop, you're finished now. And I just looked at my watch and it was 1:59.57. So I literally just scraped under 2 hours by the skin of my teeth. And when I crossed that line, I just don't remember anything. Vaguely remember going to the safety point and waiting for Emma and her family. I was a heap. I was an absolute mess. I was so tired. I was running for Great Ormond Street then, and the tent there was fantastic. I had cups of tea, biscuits, fruit, and I saw my mum. I gave her a hug. I did cry a little bit. I was exhausted physically and mentally, so everything just came pouring out. Took some snaps, and then that was it. I went home and had a pizza and a beer, and that was my very first Great North Run. So that was it. That was my very first Great North Run. If you want to read more about it, I've done a 2-parter on my blog. It was my very first ever blog I wrote for a Runner's Ramble. So go and check it out below. There's a description below. What's that? I don't know what that is. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate if you did. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There are more Great North Run themed videos coming out, as it's, 3 weeks to go, like I mentioned. The next video should be the 2015 Great North Run, which it wasn't a great run, if I'm honest with you, but I'll get to it when the video comes out. So until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.